R7, Roughy lights it up with great goal. Jarryd Roughead slid this goal through during the second quarter to keep the Hawks in touch. Essendon found trouble all day, mostly because of its penchant for handball, but nothing's been more problematic for the Bombers this year than the premiership quarter. Not once in 2018 had Essendon won a third term entering the round, an ugly theme that added another chapter at the MCG on Saturday. Hawthorn trailed the Bombers by 7 points at halftime, but piled on 6 goals to none in the third quarter to firmly snatch control on its way to a 13.12, 90 to 10.7, 67 victory. They are the competition's only side not to win a third quarter, and to add insult to injury, the sixth of those Hawks goals, from Tom Mitchell, shouldn't have counted, with the siren having already sounded. Hawthorn's mid-match purple patch included 10 of the game's 11 goals between the first and final terms, after Essendon led by 16 points at the 23-minute mark. Alistair Clarkson's men reclaimed their top 4 spot and improved to 5-2 to strengthen their bid to return to the finals after a one-year absence. James Sicily's return from his second suspension of the season was a magnificent one, and he was the most influential player on the field. He bounced back to his intercepting best in defense, and his skills were typically excellent, even when others faltered around him, on both sides. Captain Jarryd Roughead was also a strong performer, kick-starting his afternoon with a superb dribbling goal early in the second quarter after a goalless fortnight, and finishing with 3. Tom Mitchell won plenty of possessions again, while Isaac Smith warmed to the task following a quiet start and slotted the sealing goal after Essendon cut the deficit to 22 points in the last term. The Bombers slumped to a 2-5 record on the season and must find a way to arrest their woes coming out of the main break, with a collective negative points differential of 136 in third quarters. Coach John Worsfold addressed the issue with reporters midweek, suggesting he may tweak some of their halftime habits in response, but whatever changed didn't work. The Bombers favored handball to escape trouble and instead often found it because of that. By the time they did kick, it was often under intense pressure, including several long-range no-lookers from their defensive 50 that quickly came straight back. Even Tom Belchambers, a first-half force, took one of his 6 contested marks before the main break, then elected to handball backwards, rather than put Essendon inside 50 and turned the ball over. But Belchambers was clearly the Bombers' best player, with skipper Dyson Heppel and Michael Hurley toiling hard as well. Medical room Essendon, Adam Sod had some treatment in the third quarter, but returned to the field. Hawthorn, the Hawks lost Will Langford back spasms in the warm-up, and Ricky Henderson, gastro, was also a late withdrawal, with Brendan Whitecross and James Cousins taking their respective places. Jarryd Roughead copped a knee to the back in the last quarter, but played out the game. Next up, Hawthorn has a 6-day turnaround for Friday night's big clash with Sydney at the MCG that looms as a major one for both clubs. The Bombers also return to the G next Saturday afternoon to face traditional rival Carlton. More to come. Essendon 4.25, 5.6, 10.7, 67, Hawthorn 2.44, 10.7, 13.12, 90, goals Essendon, Bagley, Stewart, Ambrose, Parrish, Much, Danaher, Belchambers, Heppel, McDonald, Tipungwuti, Hooker, Hawthorn, Roughead 3, Smith 2, O'Meara, Whitecross, Gunston, Bruce, Sicily, Mitchell, Impey, Shields, Best, Essendon, Belchambers, Hooker, Hurley, Stewart, Hawthorn, Sicily, Roughead, O'Meara, Smith, Mitchell. Injuries Essendon, nil Hawthorn, Henderson out, illness, replaced in selected side by Cousins, Langford out, back spasms, replaced in selected side by Whitecross. Reports, nil umpires, Dalglish, Mollison, Wallace. Official crowd, 53,018 at the MCG.